So here's another cycling video showcasing our ride from Eunos MRT station to Changi Village and back. We'll be using the Siglap Canal PCN route, and upon hitting East Coast Park, we'll take eastbound towards Changi PCN. The total distance covered will be about 60 kilometers, as we've done this route many times, but mostly as a night ride. Previously, we got pretty fatigued after riding the same 30 kilometers up and 30 kilometers return route, and our average timing was about 5 hours including a short rest and drink stop. For this ride, we decided to do it differently. Firstly, this is a daytime ride, and secondly, we are trying to push for distance and endurance to see our riding limit before muscle fatigue kicks in. So for the destination lap, we took it easy, controlled our pacing, regulated our strength, and did a relaxed ride. Here are some beach scenics along the way. This scenic location is just outside of outward bound Singapore's East Coast campus. We can see that the authorities have cleared up the beach from the oil spill incident that happened on June 14, 2024. Moving further eastbound along East Coast PCN, we've reached pretty much the end area at Car Park G. This small jetty that we're on is at the mouth of Badak Canal. As we push on towards Changi Coast PCN, we've reached what we call the point of no return towards Changi Village. Once we commit to this route, it'll be a long, arduous, and non-stop route. In our early rides many years ago, if without GPS or cyclometer to judge our distances, it may seem like a never-ending route. Boring, lacked of scenery view as it's all bushes or construction. This glimpse of the newly renovated park connector is new to us, and it offers a great viewpoint of the seafront. As we pushed along northbound to reach Changi Bay, the headwind seemed to be pretty strong along this stretch of road. We observed this similar headwind situation during our previous rides too. We are definitely looking forward to the completion of construction for this new stretch of park connector network. Hope to have more amenities like toilets, vending machines, and shelters in the near future. One thing we'd also like for this long stretch will be to have a few car park spots. Otherwise, it might be difficult for the elderly or less mobile people to visit and enjoy this scenic area. After a grueling 12 kilometers ride along the Tanau Merah coastal road stretch, we finally reached Changi Bay Park connector. This PCN is recently completed, and the area can be considered the easternmost part of Singapore. This stretch of road is just outside of Changi Exhibition Centre, where our biennial air show is held. Changi Bay is now offering the northern sea view, overlooking Pulau Turku and Malaysia's Pengerang area. As we approach Changi Bay Point, we're offered a very scenic view of the northern shoreline. They have provided a fixed 25 by 100 times binoculars for visitors to use, but unfortunately, due to the constant sun and weathering, the optics doesn't seem to be able to hold up. We can take a peek at the famous Pulau Tak Kong, where going to this island is like a rite of passage for most of our young men who have to serve the nation in the military service. On our last stretch before reaching Changi Village, our U-turn point, we get to ride past Changi Beach where it offers an awesome view for commercial flights approaching into Changi Airport for landing. Changi Village is also an embarkation-disembarkation point, where one can ride a bumboat ferry service to Pulau Ubin. At this juncture, we've taken a good 3 hours, and have covered a distance of 30 kilometers. After a short drink break, we packed some food and started off on our return journey using the same route. The evening fades as we hit the 45 kilometers mark. Weakness and fatigue started to kick in, and the ride is starting to get a bit of a chore. We pushed on for another hour of riding to get back to Badak Canal before stopping for a carbo reload and dinner break. Rested and recuperated for a good half hour before riding all the way back to complete our 60 kilometers leisure ride over 6 hours. It is not as tiring as our previous rides on the same route, and the more relaxed pace with adequate rest and dinner break allowed a slightly more extended distance coverage.